Hi, my name's Rob, and I'm an English teacher. Today I'm going to be answering your question, how can I have conversations or more conversations with English speakers? Well, since you're watching this online, you can obviously go to a service and that will connect you with someone who wants to speak your language and learn your language, and you can practice that way. But at the same time, at some point, you're going to need to have a conversation with someone without the benefit of this service. And how do you do so? Well, I've got 3 points to keep in mind that'll make it easier. One, observe. Two, be sincere. And three, ask open-ended questions. So what do I mean by this? One, when you need to observe, there are always things about the environment that we're in or the way that we're dressed that give people clues as to what we hold dear, what we hold important, and that are show that we have what we have in common with someone else. So, for instance, I wear glasses, so it would be very easy for me to go up to someone and say, "I love those frames. Where did you get them?" But if you don't wear glasses or the other person doesn't, it's a little bit awkward and it feels false. So instead, look for something else. In the United States, one of the good ways is that people love their coffee and they have strong opinions about it. So you could always ask them, "Oh, I noticed that you have that cup of coffee there. Can you tell me, is there a good place around here to have a cup of coffee?" That's great. Or you can point out the books. Perhaps they have a book under there. You can say, "Oh, I'm looking for a good independent bookstore. Do you know of one around here?" So, again, they'll be sincere about it when you ask these questions. Because if you're not sincere, you've wasted their time and your time. You've gotten basically nothing out of it. It's going to go in one ear and out the other, whatever they've said. And the last part, ask open-ended questions. So, for instance, if you went up to someone who's got a book under their arm and say, "Oh, is there a good independent bookstore around here?" They can respond with yes or no. And then the conversation is stalled. It's probably better to leave. Instead, you could ask, like, "Oh, I saw this book. I think that's really good. Do you like the author?" Well, then they have to say, "Oh, yes, of course. I love this author. John Scalzi is great. I love his dialogue." And then you can follow up with that. "Really? Well, what did you think of this guy?" Or, "I'm looking for someone that has something else in common." Or, "I like Alex Asimov. What do you think of them?" However you want to do it, asking the open-ended questions gives you a good follow-up. So remember, observe. There's always some way that you can draw a link between yourself and the person that you're talking to. But you have to be sincere about it. And ask an open-ended question when you found that topic that is sincerely interesting to you. So, thanks for your time, and I hope to talk to you soon.